Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. It's me, Eddie, back with another episode of Eddie G's Comic Culture. Once again, brought to you guys by the one and only folks over at Black Apparel. Sending a special shout out to a good friend and brother of mine, Kevin Seawright, thanking him once again for the effort and contributions that he's put in towards the show. Um, Make sure you guys check out his website at www.blackapparelblk.com. He's got some awesome content and good merchandise on there for you guys to check out. So whenever you have a chance to take a look, make sure you do so. And sending a special shout out to my friends on Instagram, the first and foremost, so Strictly Comedy Vault, who's been following this show since the very beginning, very supportive of the work that I've been doing so far. And he's a young up and coming writer. He's got some great content on his Instagram page regarding all things from film to action figures as well as comic books. Make sure you check it out whenever you have the chance and if you have an account as well. Also to Blu-ray Dan, who's another inspiration as to why I'm doing this show. He has another Instagram page as well, which also highlights a lot of the products that he reviews and goes over, and most importantly, his YouTube channel where he does a lot of unboxings for all Blu-rays, both old and new, along with some some insightful reviews, excuse me, on these films. So you definitely want to check him out. And last but not least, definitely Dennis Knight, who's a good friend of mine from New York City, the Bronx in particularly. The man is a writer. He's got his own comic book that he's been publishing for quite some time now, Cross Comics. And excuse me, Cross, and his publisher is Pronto Comics. Excuse me. Make sure you check him out. He's been actually doing some conventions already for quite some time now, and he's actually got the next one coming up, the big one of the bad boys. If it's not San Diego, gotta be New York. So he's gonna actually be at the New York Comic Con. He's gonna have a booth out there with a lot of material of his showcased out there on the table, and I'm sure he's got whatever questions you have to ask him, he'll be glad to answer, just even for pictures as well. So I'll be definitely keeping you guys posted as the date draws near. It hurts that I won't be going to New York Comic Con, considering I used to be a regular for the last couple of, what was like, for 6 years, like actually a couple, like 3-4 years now, prior to that, prior to my move to Florida. But yeah, definitely make sure you check him out, man. He's got some great, definitely one of the greats. He's gonna be up there. So, with that being said, I want to just do this quick episode talking about the one and only DC streaming service. I know I've been posting up on the Facebook and Twitter about it, and Instagram as well. However, at this point, I really kind of got my what's grinding my gears. And I'm going to tell you why it's grinding my gears. Because of the simple fact that the DC has pretty much, and Warner Brothers has pretty much pulled all of the DCU animated content off of Netflix already. Young Justice, Batman, they never had Batman the animated series, but they did take off the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited series. And just recently they took off the Batman, which was another pretty cool cartoon for what it was worth. It definitely wasn't up to par. It wasn't up to snuff with Batman the animated series as far as storytelling is concerned. But who can do better than Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, honestly? But it was still a pretty worthy successor, I guess you could say, for what it was worth, even though it gravitated a little bit more to children. But it was still a good show for adults and younger to watch. So with that being said, I'm just finding out that now Warner Brothers pulled out all of their own, with the exception of the CW programs like Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, and Green Arrow. They pulled out all of the animated content from Netflix, and because they're going to start their own streaming service. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I love DC and I love Warner Brothers as much as I love every other publisher that I've ever read, and I mean all of them, from Dark Horse to Image to Marvel Comics. But when I see a cash grab, I call it for what it's worth. And that's exactly what this entire deal is. I think it's all just a cash grab. It's just all a ploy to get people to go ahead and dump more money down Warner Brothers' pockets. Because for people to go ahead and have to pay for another separate streaming site, another separate streaming service to watch their material, it really makes no sense. And it's pointless. It really is pointless. Because if what happened, I have Amazon Prime Video, and although I still have to pay for certain things, I can just get it off of Amazon Prime Video. Now, with that being said, that doesn't mean I'm gonna buy everything that I see that I want from Amazon Prime Video, because not everything is, I'd be lying. Not everything that they crap out is gold. But at the end of the day, like, I want my material, and it's not fair that that the stuff that I like to watch is being pulled off of the regular streaming services or sent for the separated just for the simple fact that I have to pay for another service for their material. It's dumb, it's stupid, and it's a cash grab and then some. So with that being said, I'm very disappointed at the move that Warner Brothers decided to make with this. But if they are gonna make this, and I'm gonna try it out, and I'm just gonna and I'm relax and this is how it's gonna happen. I'm gonna say this right here and now. I'm reluctantly going to try it out, but if I see that there's a content missing, like I better see all of the live action material. I better see all of the live action material. I mean, all of the films. I mean, yes, all of those movies. I don't give a crap. I don't give a damn. I better see all of the movies. I want to see all of the old Superman movies, even some of the crappy Batman movies. I'm pointing at you, Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And I want to see all of their animated material dating all the way back to the Batman animated series. I want to see the entire series from floating around in there. They better be readily available on that streaming service, because if I find that there's not one of those things, if I find one thing missing, one thing, that's all it's going to take for me is just one thing, I'm just going to I'm going to cancel my subscription. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be quite a few people who are going to do the exact same thing as well. Do not jerk us around for this nonsense. So you better have something, that Warner Brothers better have something up their sleeves for this, because I'm sorry, Young Justice season 3 is just, I was actually thinking it was going on Netflix until I find out that, boom, come to find out it's going on their own streaming service. That sucks. That's a slap in the face. After I was watching Young Justice on Netflix and enjoying it, both seasons, and it took them forever to get the second season up on Netflix anyways, only for them to take it down. No, man, to hell with that. So as I said before, like, they better, Warner Brothers better be on the P's and Q's with this, because I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna lose a few people from that if they don't have, like, especially some of their diehards. They're gonna be like, screw this, I'd rather just buy the movie and keep it here. I'd rather buy the series. I have the series anyways, or if I could just stream it off of an illegal, pirate it off of another site, which a lot of people tend to do. I don't do that, unfortunately. I used to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to delve into my past, because it goes ahead and nothing illegal, of course, outside of streaming the movies back then. But I just don't really, I don't like drudging up the past. But to say the least, it better be on point, man. It better be on point. It better have everything that I'm looking for, because if I find one thing, one slight, I don't care, and I don't care how small it is. I don't care if they don't have the shitty Batman 3D show. I don't care if it's Batman. I don't care if it's the Brave and the Bold series, which I did like. Honestly, that was a guilty pleasure of mine. But I better find all of their content, all of the DC animated content up there, and I mean all of it, dude, all of it. It better be ready at the helm for my viewing pleasure, because if it's not, like I said before, instant cancellation. So, with that being said, I just wanted to throw that out there. It's a quite small little rant. I'm just keeping this episode very brief. So, you guys know the drill. What do you think about this move on DC's part? Do you think it sucks? Do you think it's awesome? Do you think do you think you're gonna ride it out for as long, or are you gonna are you just gonna give it a test shot before you decide to cancel it like I do? Let me know, man. How do you feel about this? You already know, post it up in the comment section. Any questions or suggestions, you let me know, brother. And it's fun talking to you guys as always. So I'm going to close this episode out right now with a thank you and a good night. And I'll see you next time. Stay up. Take care.